A new threat has emerged in the form of the Kimwolf Botnet, which has reportedly hijacked 1.8 million Android-based devices. This significant development raises concerns about the security of Internet of Things devices, particularly as it facilitates large-scale DDoS attacks. On December 17, 2025, QiAnXin XLab released findings indicating that Kimwolf is primarily composed of infected Android TVs, set-top boxes, and tablets. The botnet has already issued an astounding 1.7 billion DDoS commands over just 3 days, highlighting its potential for disruption. Notably, it appears to be linked to the infamous AISURU botnet, suggesting a coordinated effort among cybercriminals. In this video, we'll break down the mechanics of Kimwolf, its infection methods, and the implications for cybersecurity. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. The Kimwolf botnet's operational timeline reveals a rapidly evolving threat landscape, marked by its sophisticated capabilities and strategic adaptations. Following its initial identification by QiAnXin XLab on December 17, 2025, the botnet demonstrated its scale and potential for disruption by executing an astonishing 1.7 billion DDoS attack commands within just 3 days. This surge in activity coincided with the botnet's command and control domain, which briefly topped Cloudflare's list of most active domains, highlighting its alarming prominence. As investigations progressed, XLab uncovered that Kimwolf was not an isolated entity but rather linked to the notorious AISURU botnet. Researchers noted that both botnets utilize similar infection scripts and may share underlying code, suggesting a common origin or operational collaboration. This connection raises concerns about the broader implications of coordinated attacks, as Kimwolf could be amplifying AISURU's malicious activities. The botnet's resilience became evident when it successfully adapted its infrastructure after multiple takedown attempts. Notably, it turned to the Ethereum name service to obscure its command and control mechanisms, showcasing an advanced understanding of cybersecurity countermeasures. This evolution included the implementation of ether hiding techniques, which complicated efforts to trace its activities and dismantle its operations. Moreover, the analysis revealed that over 96% of commands issued by Kimwolf were directed toward establishing proxy services, indicating a strategic pivot towards monetizing the compromised device's bandwidth. This shift reflects a growing trend among cybercriminals who increasingly exploit IoT devices for profit, rather than solely for disruptive purposes. As the investigation continues, cybersecurity experts remain vigilant, aware that the Kimwolf botnet's integration of advanced techniques and its extensive reach across various global regions pose significant challenges. The ongoing scrutiny of its operations underscores the critical need for enhanced security measures across all Internet of Things devices to mitigate the risks posed by such formidable threats. Impact assessment: who's affected by Kimwolf? The Kimwolf botnet's expansive reach poses significant risks to various stakeholders, particularly in the realm of consumer electronics and Internet infrastructure. The primary victims of this attack are everyday users whose Android TVs and set-top boxes have been compromised. With millions of devices hijacked, users may experience degraded performance, privacy violations, or even unauthorized data access. Manufacturers of the affected devices are also facing repercussions. With an estimated 1.8 million devices under the control of Kimwolf, these companies must now grapple with potential damage to their reputations and the financial implications of addressing security vulnerabilities. The need for software updates and security patches can strain resources, especially for smaller manufacturers. Internet service providers, ISPs, are not exempt from the fallout. As the botnet utilizes compromised devices for DDoS attacks, ISPs may experience increased traffic loads and network disruptions. This can lead to service degradation for legitimate users and necessitate heightened monitoring and mitigation efforts to protect their networks. In addition, cybersecurity firms are under pressure to enhance their defenses against such sophisticated threats. The evolution of Kimwolf, particularly its use of advanced techniques like ether hiding and proxy forwarding, highlights the need for continuous innovation in threat detection and response strategies. As attackers increasingly repurpose code and tactics from existing botnets, the cybersecurity industry must remain vigilant and adaptive. Governments and regulatory bodies are also impacted, as the rise of botnets like Kimwolf raises national security concerns. The potential for large-scale cyber attacks could disrupt critical infrastructure, prompting calls for stricter regulations and improved cybersecurity standards across the IoT sector. Finally, the broader online ecosystem suffers as well. As Kimwolf's DDoS attacks target various countries, including the US, China, and several European nations, the overall stability of internet services may be compromised. This can lead to economic losses for businesses reliant on online operations and erode consumer trust in digital platforms. In summary, the Kimwolf botnet's impact extends far beyond individual users. It affects manufacturers, ISPs, cybersecurity firms, governments, and the global internet infrastructure, highlighting the urgent need for collaborative efforts to combat such pervasive threats. Future outlook. What's next for Kimwolf and cybersecurity? As the cybersecurity landscape continues to evolve, the emergence of the Kimwolf botnet signals a significant shift in tactics among cybercriminals. Experts anticipate that the botnet's integration of advanced techniques, such as using Ethereum name service (ENS) for command and control infrastructure, may inspire similar adaptations in other malicious software. This evolution highlights the need for ongoing vigilance in cybersecurity practices, particularly as attackers seek to circumvent traditional defenses. The connection between Kimwolf and the AISURU botnet raises questions about the potential for coordinated attacks, suggesting that cybercriminals may increasingly leverage multiple botnets to amplify their impact. This trend could lead to more frequent and sophisticated DDoS attacks, posing a greater threat to businesses and services that rely on uninterrupted internet connectivity. In response to these challenges, cybersecurity firms are likely to enhance their detection and response strategies, focusing on identifying the unique signatures of evolving botnets. The use of machine learning and AI in threat detection could become essential, allowing for real-time analysis of network traffic and quicker responses to emerging threats. Moreover, as the botnet primarily targets IoT devices, there is an urgent need for manufacturers and consumers alike to prioritize security measures in their devices. Regular software updates, secure default settings, and user education about potential vulnerabilities can help mitigate the risks associated with compromised devices. The global distribution of Kimwolf-infected devices underscores the need for international cooperation in cybersecurity efforts. Countries will have to work together to share intelligence and develop unified strategies to combat the rising tide of botnet-related threats. Looking ahead, the cybersecurity community must prepare for a landscape where botnets like Kimwolf are not only a persistent threat but also a catalyst for innovation in both attack and defense mechanisms. As attackers refine their strategies, it will be crucial for defenders to stay one step ahead to protect the integrity of digital infrastructure worldwide. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.